How's it going today? Just like to say, from an injury standpoint, John Abram is out. Damon Arnett is out. Nick Morrow is out. And obviously Jeff Heath is also out. And Cleve Farrell is out. So I'll be happy to answer any questions that I can.
All right. Well, John, I was just going to ask you about those players, but obviously that has to raise some level of concern going into a game, in a short week. How do you kind of make up for those types of losses?
Well, obviously they were out of some of the game last week, and we just got to have guys step up. Carl Nassib will come back in the lineup. I'm sure he'll play good. We're anxious to see Dallin Levitt play. Darryl Worley's back. He's been a quick study. So it's the next man up mentality. I know you've heard it a lot from me and a lot of coaches this league, but that's the truth.
Hey, John, I know Josh has been banged up, and circumstances of the game sometimes have prevented you from running the ball the way you wanted to. Are defenses also playing you differently here the last few weeks that have prevented the run game from kind of getting the way you want it to be?
Well, certain defenses play different than others. And you're right, Josh has been banged up. Our fullback has been banged up, and our third down back has been banged up. But I think they're all healthy now. We need to run the ball, stay committed to it. Chargers don't give you any yards now. You got to work hard to get the ball forward, move the ball on the ground in this league. And we're going to continue to work at it. We're good at it, and we need to get more production from it.
Hey, John, what do you expect to see from Tack McKinley, assuming he's up? And you mentioned Worley in sort of an all hands on deck situation in the secondary. He's played in a lot of different areas. Where do you see him fitting in?
Well, Tack won't be up yet. We'll hope to get him up here next week. He will not be up this week. It's too short of a week. We really haven't had a full-speed practice. So we'll try to get Tack up against Miami if all things work out. And in your regard to the Darryl Worley question, it's hard to bring a guy in that you haven't seen in a while and ask him to do a lot of things, but we have a role for him, and he'll fulfill that role. He'll do a good job. I don't want to give away the game plan, but he will play in the game, and based on how the Chargers come out at us, will determine how much he plays.
John, you mentioned bringing up Rod Marinelli to be defensive coordinator would be a new voice, a new energy. How have you seen the defense respond to him taking over the job?
Yeah, everybody responds well to Rod. They have before. It's not like he's a new guy coming in here. He gets the correct response. I think a lot of respect. I think people trust him, and he'll do a good job. And it'll be a tall order for him, obviously, in our defense. But I know we're looking forward to the challenge, and we've got a lot of respect for the Chargers.
Do two more Hondo than Amber?
John, this is Hondo Carpenter. I know that after a loss, everybody acts like a ship is sinking, but I'm curious, is there an area on this team that after watching the film, you are pleasantly surprised with something that maybe you didn't realize from field level? Wow, we're doing that pretty good.
We're doing a lot of things well. I'm not going to have a postseason press conference right now in a short week, but it's obvious. If you look at the film, there's a lot of good things going on. We just got to make some progress in some obvious areas as well. But I'm not gonna get into all of that stuff at this point. I'll be happy to do it though when the season's over.
Coach, what do you think the state of team morale is right now? And then at this level, where everyone's being paid to play, and if they don't perform, they may not have a job next season. How important is morale at this level?
We got very good morale here. We all understand the circumstances. This is a tough time for everybody in America, everybody around the world. We're not just playing football here. We're dealing with a lot of the same crisis that people at home are dealing with, and we got to keep that in perspective. We got to keep developing the culture here. It's been unfortunate. Some of our young guys have missed a lot of time. Now Ruggs is out again. Edwards misses practice. We'd like to see Arnett and Abrams, some of our young guys like Cleve Farrell, continue to develop, but we're not going to go in the tank. We're going to stay strong mentally here, and we're going to keep getting better and better and better and do the best we can every single time out, okay?
Great. Thanks, everyone.
All right, guys, have a good day.
No pizza for the guy.
Hey, Mo, Jerry McDonald from Bay Area News Group. How you doing?
I'm good, Jerry. How are you?
I've you obviously got some more starters out, 4 of them this week with the concussions and other stuff. And I know you guys talk about the next man up thing all the time, but doesn't this year just seem a bit extreme to you in the terms of the moving parts?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a thing that's going around the league. A lot of teams have had to make adjustments in games, before games, the nights before games. You might not know if you have a guy, so you always have to have that mentality that you're going to go in and play in the game and play meaningful minutes.
So you were very familiar, obviously, with what Rod Marinelli does as a coach, being that he's been your defensive line coach all season. How have you seen him translate what he does with you guys? Maybe how does his approach change now that he's the defensive coordinator?
I mean, there's only so much you can do in a short week, but definitely, just try to simplify things as much as possible. He's a great coach and someone that focuses a lot on, ourselves as a defense and what we can do, more so than the opponent, and trying to fix the things that we have wrong within our defense. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to display, what we're able to do this week and for the rest of the season going forward.
Hey, Mo, yesterday Rod talked a lot about playing with effort and discipline and together as a unit and all that, things that take no talent. How has that been communicated to you guys? How is that, in other words, how will that be different tomorrow, hopefully, for you guys than what you've been doing, the entire season?
Yeah, I mean, he's just he's been able to show us, some videos of some of his old teams and the effort and physicality that they play with. Some of those Buccaneers teams and the Bears teams, he's shown some great videos of, effort and playing hard and hitting hard and making turnovers and things like that. But like I said, there's only so much you can do in a short week. I mean, we got 2 practices with, no helmets. So, I mean, it's tough, to make that transition that quickly.
How do you think the rest of the defense has reacted to him now being defensive coordinator? And have you told them anything maybe about his tendencies or anything that he's a stickler about to kind of give them a heads up?
No, not really. I mean, all of our position coaches are still intact, so everything for the most part is, still the same for us. So, I mean, the only thing is the emphasis on hustle and effort and being an effort-based defense.
Maurice, with Cleveland being out and a couple other guys being out, with you guys going up against Austin Eckler in that run attack, are you putting a bigger chip on your shoulder on your?
I got you.
More pressure on yourself to really get after the run and take that upon yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a challenge for us. We definitely got to step up. There were 3 runs that, went for over 100 yards on us. Other than that, the run defense was, not as good as it should be, but definitely something that we need to continue to improve on. And I think it's a great opportunity to show, this week, on a short week, that, we can make those adjustments quickly and get guys in the right fits and just play with, unbelievable effort and put some great stuff on film for the world to see.
What's your evaluation of Justin Herbert since the last time you saw him, just his development and how you expect to try to slow him down tomorrow?
Man, I mean, I didn't know, much about him, coming out, but, I mean, he's got a heck of an arm and he can fit the ball basically anywhere. I mean, he's definitely going to be one of the better quarterbacks for, the next couple of years of the NFL, if not, one of the future faces of the NFL. So, he's a great talent.
Great, thanks, Mel.
All right, thank you.